Welcome to the weekly AI News on AI with Arun Show. This is the most important AI news from the week ending January 11th, 2026 that you absolutely need to know. In this video, I'm going to break down the state of AI for January 2026, from the robots entering factories to the massive energy crisis that threatens to shut it all down. Let's dive in. First, let's look at the big picture. We are in what experts are calling a supercycle. This isn't just hype. The physical infrastructure of the internet is being rebuilt. We are seeing three massive pillars emerge this month. First, physical AI. The barrier between digital code and the real world has broken. Robots are moving from parkour demos to actual factory work. Second, reasoning. We aren't just predicting the next word anymore. Models are now fact-checking themselves before they answer. And third, infrastructure. The demand is so high that global data center capacity is projected to double by 2030. This is the new industrial revolution, and it's happening faster than anyone predicted. Let's start under the hood with the hardware. You know the name NVIDIA. Well, CEO Jensen Huang just dropped a bombshell at CES called the Rubin platform. Think of the old chips as a single engine. Rubin is like a 6-engine system designed specifically for Agentic AI. That's AI that does multi-step tasks for you. It's 3.5 times better at training and 5 times faster at running these models. But there is a catch. This speed is expensive. Because data centers are buying up every memory chip they can find, the price of RAM, the memory in your phone and laptop, has doubled since late 2025. So while AI gets smarter, your next laptop is going to get more expensive. Here is the problem. We can build the chips, but can we plug them in? Energy has officially become the #1 bottleneck for AI. We are looking at doubling our power consumption for data centers to 200 gigawatts by 2030. To put that in perspective, that is a massive chunk of global electricity. It's become such a crisis that OpenAI and SoftBank have had to partner with energy companies just to secure renewable power. The big tech companies are effectively turning into power utility companies because the grid just can't keep up. Now let's talk about where this intelligence is going. It's leaving the screen. We call this physical AI. NVIDIA and Siemens are now using AI to build digital twins, simulations of entire factories where robots learn to work before they are even built. And in a huge move, Google DeepMind, the brain, has partnered with Boston Dynamics, the body. They are putting Google's Gemini models inside the Atlas robot so it can understand what it sees in a factory and act on it. It's not just a robot anymore, it's an intelligent worker. The race to build a humanoid robot, something that looks like us and works like us, is heating up. On one side we have Boston Dynamics with the new Atlas. It stands 5 feet 9 inches, it can run, crawl, and even dance, but more importantly, it can reason. On the other side we have Elon Musk. He claims Tesla's Optimus robot will be better than a human surgeon by 2029. Musk's other company, xAI, is reportedly building the quote Pearl brain for these robots. Goldman Sachs says this market will be worth $38 billion soon. The question isn't if robots are coming, but whose robot will be in your house first. Let's shift back to software. The biggest complaint about AI has been hallucinations, when it makes stuff up. That is changing with reasoning models. Look at the new Falcon H1R model from the UAE. It's a small model, but it has a logic filter that checks its work at test time. It thinks before it speaks. We're even seeing this in cars. Mercedes just launched the first car with Alpamayo AI. Unlike old self-driving cars that just detect obstacles, this car uses a vision language model to explain why it's stopping. It reasons like a human driver. If you are a software developer, this part of the video is for you. And it might be a little scary. A senior Google engineer just reported that Anthropic's new tool, Claude Code, finished an entire year's worth of coding work in just 1 hour. Let that sink in. 1 year in 1 hour. We are also seeing tools like Microsoft Osmos, which uses autonomous agents to clean up data without humans lifting a finger. The barrier to building software is collapsing. One person can now do the work of a 20-person team. But it's not just about coding, it's about saving lives. Check out SleepFM. It's a new AI model that analyzes your sleep data from your wearable device and can predict heart disease and other issues with incredible accuracy. Your watch could literally save your life while you dream. OpenAI is also diving in with ChatGPT Health, designed specifically to handle medical records and clinical notes. And in Israel, they've launched a regulatory sandbox to test these AI doctors in real hospitals. We are moving from Dr. Google to actual AI diagnostics. How will we interact with all this tech? Well, the keyboard might be dying. Meta just showed off the Neural Band. It's a wristband that reads the electrical signals in your muscles. You can tap your fingers on a coffee table, and it types text on your smart glasses. No keyboard needed. At home, LG launched a smart robot called CLOID that uses common sense to help you around the house. And Amazon is putting a smarter Alexa Plus into BMWs and Aura rings. The goal is for AI to be the invisible connective tissue of your life. Follow the money, and you'll see how big this is. Anthropic, the makers of Claude, is now valued at $350 billion. They nearly doubled their value in 4 months. Elon Musk's XAI just raised another $20 billion to keep building Grok. But it's not just the US. Chinese startups like Minimax and Zhipu AI are filing for IPOs in Hong Kong, targeting multi-billion-dollar valuations. The financial markets are betting everything on this technology. This isn't just business, it's national strategy. In the US, the Trump administration is positioning AI as the key to economic dominance and jobs. Venture firms like Andreessen Horowitz are raising billions specifically for American dynamism and defense tech. Meanwhile, China is pushing for a World AI Cooperation Organization to set the rules, while simultaneously blocking Western companies like Meta from buying Asian tech firm Manus AI due to security concerns. The tech war is very real. Governments are trying to catch up, and we are seeing a patchwork of regulations. India just cracked down on Elon Musk's Grok, ordering X to fix obscene content immediately. They also passed strict data protection rules. In South Africa, regulators are warning that AI trading bots could crash the financial markets. And China has updated its safety laws to prevent AI from emotionally manipulating users. The Wild West era is ending. The sheriff is in town. So what does this mean for your job? There are two sides to this coin. On one hand, President Trump argues that AI will create so much economic growth that we will actually need robots to fill the labor shortage. On the other hand, remember that Google engineer? He did a year of work in an hour. The nature of work is changing. We aren't just doing tasks anymore. We are managing fleets of AI agents that do the tasks for us. The winners will be the ones who learn to supervise the machines. I want to be realistic. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are massive risks. Number one is security. A company called Sierra just raised $400 million because corporate data breaches are exploding. Number two is energy. If we don't fix the power grid, this progress stops. And number three is equity. With expensive hardware and complex regulations, there is a risk that only the biggest companies and richest countries get to use the best AI. To wrap this up, 2026 is the year of Agentic AI. We now have reasoning models that think, physical AI that works in factories, and a massive infrastructure build-out to power it all. Our advice? Don't just watch. Start learning how to use these reasoning tools. The world is changing fast, and the best way to predict the future is to understand the tools building it. Thanks for watching. Please consider becoming a member. And please like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun Show.